Now, 20 Mule Team products bring you Death Valley Days. Some men and some women are born to ride the one-way road. The best they can do is play the cards fate deals, the best they can. That's how it was when one more saddle tramp came down the Dodge City Trail and into the Golden Longhorn, with his right hand itching for his gun.
Don't you ever get tired kicking men like that around?
I didn't notice I was kicking anybody.
Win, lose, or draw, he means trouble.
All trail tramps are trouble. But his money don't hurt me a bit.
He's not wearing that 45 just for decoration. He's got a chip on his shoulder 10 feet high.
His kind all do. They all throw a big, big bluff, and they hightail it down the trail when they're called.
Not that one.
You ever seen him before?
I've seen too many like him to need to.
Dora, you've got a hole in your heart, and his kind ride right into it. When are you going to quit adopting stray cats and saddle tramps?
When they stop coming along.
You called. I'm all in. And all spades.
Queen's full.
How'd you fill that full house?
Same way you filled your flush, Sonny.
I wasn't dealing. You deal too good. For the house, way too good.
Looks like you're outvoted, Cowboy.
And who might you be?
I'm what is known as the proprietor of this emporium.
Oh. Well, you just lost the day's extra profits.
Let it lay, Cowboy. All right, Cowboy, you've had your fun. Now hit the trail while you're healthy.
No, you never get tired, do you?
He drew first.
All right, go on. Take him up to my room. You get Doc Albright. Are you giving up on him already?
Might save a lot of wasted time and trouble if I did. I'd kind of imagine about now the customers are kind of missing you downstairs.
What about him, Doc?
About 50-50 if I can get the slug out of them and if complications don't set in. Which they probably will. We'll need some whiskey. puts together a beautiful machine of muscles, bone, and flesh. Along comes a 45. There goes your fine machine.
Meaning what?
Meaning there's nothing I can do to ever make his gun hand work again.
The boss sent me up to tell you.
That he's sorry, but it couldn't be helped.
How'd you know what he said?
That's what he always says.
You mean it's happened before?
It's happened before, and it'll happen again, as long as know-nothing saddle tramps keep coming down the trail.
Dora, I can use a little assistance.
Well, the boss said to tell you that they're asking when you're going to come down and sing.
Yeah, well, tell them they'll hear me sing loud and clear on my way to the funeral. Okay, Doc, what do I do?
Whichever I reach for, give it to me quick.
Is he gonna die?
Eventually.
I'm talking about right now.
Well, if this were a hospital and he had a nurse to look after him day and night, he might pull through. Under the circumstances.
What circumstances?
Well, for one, if I were Mayor Kelly and I just shot a man because if I hadn't, he would have killed me, I might be a little sensitive about having him on the premises.
Well, then let's get him off the premises.
And take him where?
I suppose you're in favor of dumping him in the street and forgetting about him.
Well, that's the course of action that common sense would recommend.
If I had any common sense, Doctor, I wouldn't be where I am. And neither would you.
Hmm. He can't be moved for a while. I'll look in again on him in the morning.
Hello, Nancy.
Dora, you haven't eaten a thing all day. I thought at least you might like some coffee.
Now, that's right nice of you. Maybe it'll cure what ails me.
How soon will he be ready to travel?
Well, the question is, where can he travel to in the shape he's in?
Nobody can't stay here.
Now, is that your opinion or Mayor Jim Kelly's?
Both.
Well, what do he ever do to you?
I know, but that's not the point.
Then what is?
Oh, Dora, you know that his kind of gun-crazy saddle tramp is good for nothing but trouble.
Yeah, it seems to me I've heard those words before. When I said them to you about, Bill Crawford.
Bill's different.
Sure, you're in love with Bill.
I know, but you're not in love with him.
I ran out of being in love a long way back.
What? Are you supposed to be? Angel or something?
Thanks for the misplaced compliment. I'm Dora Hand. Now, what name do you travel under?
Slim. Slim Kennedy. I can't feel my hand.
It'll be all right.
It better be. I'm gonna need it.
Now, what for, especially?
Where's my 45?
If you mean that second-hand hog leg you were
Yeah.
wearing. It's too far for you to reach. Besides, you're not going to need that anyhow. Did Bill Crawford come in tonight?
Well, you know he comes in every night since we're engaged.
Hey, lady,
Now, if I was any lady, you wouldn't be sleeping in my bed. You just lay still, shut up, before you start bleeding again. Send Bill Crawford up here. Then go find Doc Albright. Now, hurry. Careful. Careful. You sure he can stand this trip?
Whether he can or he can't, he's in no shape to know the difference.
Dora?
Oh, yeah, I'm taking the day off. For driving the country. Any objections?
Some. You've already done more for him than he's likely to thank you for.
I feel my hand.
Now, you just lay still. You're gonna be all right.
Where's my gun?
It's where it's gonna do you no more harm.
I gotta kill a man.
You gotta kill a man? Why, you're lucky to be alive, and all you can say is you gotta kill a man.
Him. I'm gonna kill you, mister. You hear? I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
Well, that's the last we'll see of that trail tramp.
I hope you're right, Marshal.
Pain in the shoulder? Yeah. Well, it'll be stiff for a while. You were lucky that the bullet didn't shatter the bone.
What about my hand?
Try it.
Do to my hand.
One thing I'm not is God. I can't put back muscles and nerves you got shot out of you.
You made a one-hand cripple out of me.
You were bound and determined to come out here and talk with him. I think now would be a fine time to do your talking.
You had him do this to me. Now, I wouldn't go after your friends.
If I could take credit for it, I would. Now, if it'll make you feel any better, I will. Let's size you up, Cowboy. You bucked the tiger once too often. And it cost you a hand that was bound to get you hung or killed if you kept on using it.
But I still got a hand, lady.
Yeah, now you're really gonna scare Jim Kelly.
Listen, lady.
Now you listen, Cowboy. You could just as easy be 6 feet in the dirt out on Boot Hill. We dragged you here dead as a hunk of butchered beef, and Doc saved your worthless life. Now, Bill Crawford here's lined you up a job with the foreman. At least you'll be earning your keep. And I doubt that you ever did that before. And you can walk and talk and breathe and see. And when you get ready, you can ride on out of here, take every road whichever you want to go. And nobody can make you say thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, you sound like you really mean that.
Well, I don't.
So I made another mistake.
Yes. You made another mistake.
on, let's get on back to town. Bill?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm counting on you. Don't let him off the reservation with a gun on him.
Not if I can help it.
You help it. And the sooner he's gone from here, the better.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
You know a lot for your age.
I'm learning. You're not, Dora. You never will.
You've got a mean job on your hands.
But I owe Miss Dora for the way she looked out after Nancy. Anything I can do for her, I'm gonna do.
Good for what ails you.
Nothing ails me.
That was a long trip you took today out to the Mason Ranch and back.
Well, now, you do hear all the news, don't you?
I'm kind of interested. How's the boy?
What boy?
The last one you adopted.
Oh, him. Well, you don't have to worry about him anymore.
I hadn't noticed I was worried.
Yeah, why should you? They're a dime a dozen.
Dora, I'm going to take that load off your mind. I'm leaving on the midnight stage, business in Kansas City. I'm going to leave you in charge while I'm away.
You mean you trust me not to rob the cash box?
I trust you with everything I have. You know, it's a shame to leave my house standing empty while I'm away. Why don't you move in till I come back?
Just till you get back.
That's what I said.
It's gonna cost you.
Hmm?
They're getting married next week. It sure would be nice for Nancy to have her wedding at your place instead of here.
Okay, champagne on me.
And a wedding dress for Nancy.
She's a tough woman to do business with. All right, Dora, you might as well move in tonight.
All right, Nancy, you'll move in with me. That way I know there'll be a wedding.
Dora was due to marry a cowboy way back, only he never made it to the wedding. Lost a gunfight on the way.
So that's why she takes in every stray that comes along. You'd think after getting hurt that bad once, she'd back off from it happening again. I guess you can't figure a woman.
I'll buy that.
You shoot real good.
Yeah, real good. Once I draw. Well, if I go up against him, he'll cut me down before I get a shot at him.
Well, then?
Well, then what?
Well, if I was you, and I figured that I couldn't whip him, I'd say, well, what's the use in fighting him? That way I'd stay healthy.
Well, nobody made a one-hand cripple out of you.
Slim, I'm gonna have to take that gun away from you.
No, you're not.
I got to. I promised Miss Dora.
There. We'll shorten it a little bit, and that's all.
Well, do you think...
I think Bill will think you're very beautiful. So will everybody else, but he's the only one who counts.
Oh, no, he's not, Dora. You've done so much for me. Like, you know...
Like I was your mother? Now, do I look that old?
No, you're not old.
If you live to be 100, you'll never be as old as I am.
Where's Mayor Kelly?
He went to Kansas City.
Well, how long will he be gone?
About 2 weeks. Why?
Oh, it's not important.
You rode all the way in here from the ranch this time of night just for the exercise?
All right, Marshal, I was a little worked up about Slim Kennedy.
Oh, that saddle tramp you've been riding herd on for Miss Dora.
I let him get loose, wearing his gun. But I guess as long as the mayor's out of town.
I think Miss Dora ought to know about it anyhow. She's staying at the mayor's house while he's away. She and your bride-to-be. I'll walk over there with you.
Well, there's no need.
Can't do any harm.
Dora? You know, I'll bet he'd ask you to marry him if you'd let him.
He's asked. Tell you what we're gonna do, Dora. We're gonna go see the preacher. Then you run the joint, and I'll run for senator. It's gonna take me time, Dora, but now I'm gonna make a lady out of you. No, thank you, Mr. Mayor. No, thank you very much. I've traveled this far single. Guess I'll travel the same to the finish.
Dora! She's dead. And you killed her. You killed the only friend you ever had.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You in there! Come on out with your hands up.
Thanks.
They say there used to be a saying in Dodge City, the left hand is damned. Perhaps that began to be said when what you've just seen happened, as it really did, back when the West was wild. Next week, another true story of life and death on the old frontier. See you then.
Now.
Yeah, you shoot pretty good for your age.
Well, how good do you want it?
It ain't what I want, Frank. It's what you want.
I want a job, Heck.
You live to cuss me, you get the best I got to give.
And you've been cussed before.
Yeah. Well, $1 a day, 6 cents a mile when you're on official business, $2 per man you bring in, and serving papers 50 cents. No way to get rich.
Well, that can wait. Look, Heck, I know that you need a deputy, and you know that I'm available. So what does that leave to settle before I start?
Just one thing, Frank. A man puts on a badge, he's marked for life.
You wear the brand real well.
Never did me any particular good.
Well, I'd sure hate to call you a liar.
Well, it wouldn't help our friendship. Eh?
Yeah, all right. Now, look, Hank, what you're trying to tell me is, I might regret it if the law says do this, and I'd sooner do that.
Duty is a terrible thing. Sometimes doing it just eats your insides out. And there comes a time, it always comes, when you got no choice. And all you can hope for is maybe, don't bet on it. Maybe somebody will say, he's seen his duty and he done it.
It wouldn't look bad on a tombstone.
No, I guess not. All right. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to uphold the laws of the United States, the duties of your office to the best of your abilities, to help you God.
I do.
Well, then there be no further objections. I hereby appoint you, Frank Dalton, Deputy Federal Marshal.
Well, thanks, Hank. You know, you might be the one that's going to regret this.
I'll take my chances.
Well, what are you doing back here?
Why, Sam, I'm the new deputy marshal.
Deputy Marshal? You?
Well, that's what this says.
How did you work that?
Heck, Thomas worked it.
I thought he had better sense.
Is that what you intend to say to folks around town?
What I say is my business.
Yeah, you go ahead and say that, Sam. I'll have one of the same. How you doing, Charlie?
All right, I guess. When you go in the lawman business?
Well, just started.
You gonna be located around here?
Yeah, for a little while anyway.
Well, that'll be real nice for you and Emmy Johnson. No offense, you know. I just happen to remember that when you was here before, you and her was kind of took with each other.
Yeah. Give another drink.
You going out to the Johnson place?
Well, might. Why?
Oh, I just wondered.
About what?
This fella, Albert Jones, is sure peculiar about him. A man can't just disappear.
Well, it's been done, Charlie.
Yeah, but... maybe I better not say any more. She'd probably tell you anyhow.
Who will tell me what?
Emmy Johnson. This fella, Jones, had some sort of a deal with Emmy's pa. He's staying there, like him and George Johnson was partners.
And you say he disappeared?
That's what George Johnson claims.
How about another drink, Charlie? Hmm?
Frank, I couldn't believe it was you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time.
It's been too long. Are you going to stay this time?
Well, that all depends.
Dang windmill pump ain't worth the powder to... So it's you.
How are you, Mr. Johnson?
You got anything cold to drink?
I just made some lemonade. Can I get you a glass?
Don't bother. He won't be here long enough to drink it.
Oh, I haven't seen Frank in nearly 2 years.
You saw too much of him then.
Hanging around every night. I don't want that starting again.
Look, Mr. Johnson, I don't want to cause any trouble.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. You can prove it by leaving right now.
All right. Oh, by the way, Mr. Johnson, I understand a fellow by the name of Albert Jones was staying out here.
He was, but he's gone.
What about him?
Well, there's talk in town that he just up and vanished.
Nothing odd about it. He just got on his horse and left. Good riddance. Couldn't trust him any further than you could throw a steer. You ought to know about that, Emmy.
Why should she know?
Never mind. None of your butt in anyhow.
I've been talking to folks around town about this Albert Jones who's staying out at George Johnson's farm. It's kind of strange how he left town all of a sudden.
I already told you. I only talked to him once in my life.
What'd you talk about?
He wanted to know how much I'd give him for his horse.
This the horse?
Yep.
Looks like you made a deal.
I give him $50. Mostly for the saddle.
Well, then how'd he leave town?
We got a stage goes through here twice a week. You ever think of asking at the stagecoach office?
No, I hadn't.
And you call yourself a low man.
Mr. Moore? Mr. Moore? Mr. Moore!
Stage leaves 3 o'clock Tuesdays and Fridays. Oh, you're the new lawman. You going somewheres?
No, I just want to ask you a couple of questions.
Oh.
Now, this will just take a minute. Did you ever know a fellow by the name of Albert Jones?
No.
Oh, well, he stayed out there with George Johnson until a couple of weeks ago. Did you ever see him around?
Yeah.
Well, you said you said you didn't know him.
No. Know what he looks like, but I don't know him personal. There's a difference.
Oh. Did he buy a ticket to leave on the stage?
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Oh, what stage did he leave on?
Didn't.
Didn't? You mean he didn't leave?
No. Bought a ticket, never used it. Waste of money, if you ask me.
Good night, Mr. Moore. Oh, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson.
What is it now?
Well, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about Albert Jones.
Why?
Well, let's just say I'm interested.
Look, Dalton, that tin badge on you don't fool me for a minute. Now, you don't give a hoot about Al Jones. You're just looking for an excuse to hang around Emmy.
Well, it won't hurt you or her for you to answer me some questions.
I'll tell you nothing. And if I catch you near my daughter, I'll tear that tin badge off of you. Now, you keep away from me. And from her.
I'm glad Paul wasn't home when you came by.
Well, it wasn't just happenstance, Emmy. I saw him in town getting supplies, and I figured that'd keep him busy for a while.
You haven't changed a bit.
This all right?
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, here, let me help you with that.
Thank you. What is it, Frank? Can't you talk to me anymore?
Well, yes, I do have something to say, but...
Tell me.
Well, a minute ago you said that I haven't changed much. Well, I don't know about that, except for one thing, Annie. The way I feel about you, that hasn't changed at all. But I know that you never do anything unless your father gave it his blessing.
I just can't.
Well, he's not the Almighty. He could be wrong. Emmy, your father said that Jones rode out of town on a horse. I found out that he didn't even have a horse.
Why do you keep asking me about him?
It's my job.
Well, all right. You say he didn't have a horse? Maybe he took the stage.
Yes, he could have. In fact, he bought a ticket for it.
Well, then.
But he didn't show for the trip that day, nor any other day.
Well, I don't care how he went as long as he's gone.
How do you mean that?
He was always making remarks. Whenever I went into a room where he was, he never stopped watching me. I feel his eyes on me all the time.
Well, if he was that kind of a man, your father wouldn't have kept him around.
They were in business together.
Well, I never knew your father was a businessman.
We were going to buy up a lot of cattle down in Texas. Take it to Dodge to sell. There's supposed to be a lot of money in it.
Did your father know anything about cattle?
No. But Mr. Jones did. I'll put up the money.
Emmy, did they make any money on their partnership?
Deal never went through. They had a terrible argument. Mr. Jones went away.
Emmy, what was your father doing the night that Jones disappeared?
What has Paul got to do with it?
Maybe nothing.
Maybe nothing. What does that mean?
Well, I told you, I'm just trying to find out
Look, you leave Paul alone. He's got enough worries, losing the money on the cattle deal and all.
I told you, Emmy, I've got a job to do, like it or not.
Well, I don't like your job. I don't like you much anymore.
Yes, you do. You more than like me, Emmy. And I'm more than like you.
I want to go home.
All right.
Thanks for the beer, Frank. Really cut the dust. Come on, boy. We got a long ways to go.
I was kind of hoping you'd stick around and handle this thing.
Well, I told you, Frank, I got to be up north in 2 days. Besides, you've got enough to go on. Chances are Jones is dead and Johnson killed him. All you have to do is prove it.
Oh, yeah, but how?
Well, that's your red wagon. You know, the first thing you have to learn about being a lawman, shooting straight ain't anywhere near enough. Got to learn to think straight, too.
Now, look, Hick, I've been looking around for 3 days. You know, there's 1,000 square miles out there. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Well, chances are you using your saddle instead of your head.
All right, I guess I'm too dumb to be a deputy.
But you're stuck with it. So long, Frank.
So long, Hick.
Your boss didn't stay long, did he?
Nope. Just long enough to remind me that this wasn't put here to keep my hat off my ears.
Hi, Frank. I ain't seen you around much lately.
I'm busy right now, Charlie.
Well, you don't look like it.
I'm thinking.
Huh? Well, what about?
Right now, how to get rid of you.
Oh. I thought we was friends. You know, some folks say that they're your friends, but when they don't want you around, you can just whistle up Dry River.
Oh, wait a minute, Charlie.
What for?
For that drink you want.
Now you are talking friendship.
Charlie, you get out of town much, like out on the prairie?
Heck no. Why should I? And there ain't nothing out there I got use for.
Well, there might be something out there I could use. Well, now that's going to cost you, Charlie.
Hey, Mr. Treeland! Mr. Treeland! Mr. Treeland! Something terrible has happened. I got to find the deputy. Where is he? Where's Frank Dalton? I've got to talk to him.
For Pete's sake, Charlie, calm down.
I've got to find Frank Dalton.
Well, he ain't here. He rode out early this morning and said he won't be back till tomorrow. Now, what's this all about?
I can't tell nobody but the law.
Well, what's the law got to do with it?
You'd know if you saw what I saw.
And what did you see? Somebody that somebody murdered.
Come on, Emmy. We gotta get home.
All right. Whoever it is in here, you better come out where I can see you. With your hands up.
Quiet, Emmy, it's me.
I was afraid it was you.
Afraid?
The way you feel about Pa. I thought you'd be keeping an eye on him. Oh, Frank, why can't you let him alone? He didn't kill Albert Jones.
Somebody did. I have to find out who and why.
Frank, listen to me. I've been thinking ever since that day I got mad at you. I was wrong. I can't let Pa go on running my life forever. Oh, Frank, we love each other. Let's get married. Get away from here. Now.
Emmy, we're not the kind to lie to each other. Are you ready to marry me? Or are you just trying to save your father?
I love you. But how can we ever be happy together if you're responsible for what happens to him?
Then you know it's true.
I don't know. It's just that ever since we talked, I keep remembering things. Things he said, the way he's acted. I haven't slept in a week, worrying and wondering.
And you will worry and wonder the rest of your life unless the truth comes out now.
Why does it have to be now or ever? Who cares about Albert Jones? Frank, we love each other. That's all that counts. You don't owe anything to that badge Heck Thomas pinned on you. Well, where's he going? Did you know this was going to happen? Is that why you came here?
I was hoping it wouldn't happen.
Frank, what about us?
I'm sorry, Emmy. Shut! Drop it. I don't want to have to kill you. Why'd you do it? Is he trying to cheat you out of the cattle drive money?
Never was any cattle drive. What he was after was every dime I saved in 30 years.
Why didn't you go to law about it?
Law? There's no law in this territory.
That's where you're wrong.
Why? Because you came along with that badge pinned on your vest? You'd never been able to prove a thing on me if a drunken fool hadn't led you to it.
He didn't lead me to it, Mr. Johnson. You did. If you hadn't, there's 3 of us that might have been better off. Just might have been. Let's go.
We'll get him to Fort Smith in time for the next court session.
Here, Paul. You forgot your pipe.
You sure you don't want to change your mind about that transfer?
No, I've been here too long.
All right, Frank. Keep up the good work when you get there.
Now, 20 Mule Team products bring you Death Valley Days. Sometimes human hearts keep alive what the historians bury in footnotes. Did you ever hear of the United States senator who won more lasting fame because of a dog than for anything he ever did in Washington? Well, the story's true. By the way, I play the senator.
Johnny, sit, steady, now steady. That's a good dog, that's a fine dog. Not yet. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go! Run, Johnny, run! Run, Johnny, run! Johnny! Johnny! Why'd you have to kill him? Why'd you have to do that?
I warned you to keep off my property.
He wasn't bothering you.
He ain't gonna bother me from now on.
You had no right. You're a murderer.
Get off my land and stay off. Go on! Get!
You understand now, if Mr. Vest says no.
He's not the only lawyer in town.
He's the only one that's not afraid to tangle with Carter Johnson. Must be away campaigning.
Well, come in, come in. I believe we've met before. You're Andrew Cody, live out west of town.
That's right, Mr. Vest. I shook hands with you at the election rally a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, sure. Well, sit down.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you, Mr. Cody?
It's for him. Andy's my grandson.
Glad to meet you, Andy.
Carter Johnson killed my dog.
Why'd he do that?
Just out of meanness. He's a mean man. He's a murderer.
Mr. Johnson claims that Andy and the dog was trespassing.
I see. Well, have you talked to the sheriff?
That wouldn't do any good.
Well, I'm not sure that I can help you, Andy.
You're supposed to be the best lawyer in the county.
He's not only supposed to be, Andy, he is.
A lawyer's only as good as the last case he won, or lost. Tell me about it.
Well, I was running a race with Johnny. That was his name. He ran over the hill ahead of me, and Carter Johnson shot him. He shot him twice with a double-barrel shotgun.
How old are you, Andy?
12 going on 13.
How old was Johnny?
10.
You had him all that time?
Yes, sir.
Carter Johnson shot him. Shot him twice.
I guess you're like everybody else. You don't have any trouble with Carter Johnson.
I wouldn't say that, Andy. I wouldn't say that at all. We're going to sue Carter Johnson for $500.
$500 for a dog?
I'll take care of Carter Johnson. Andy, you try to remember 10 years of happiness is a lot to be thankful for. More than some people get out of life if they live to be 100.
Well, I can't serve this on Carter Johnson.
Why not?
$500 for a misbred mongrel dog? He wasn't worth anything.
You're not the judge and jury.
I got a right to my opinion.
Which is that I must have been out of my mind to take a case like this? Oh, don't answer that, Sheriff. Just do your duty. Unless you want it on the record that you're afraid to serve a summons and a complaint to Carter Johnson.
Well, he'll throw this right back in my face.
If he does, he'll be in contempt of court and you'll have to arrest him.
Oh, you know I can't do that.
I know he got you elected. But there's another election coming along.
And you're in it. And if you got any hope of being elected senator...
I'm a citizen first, a lawyer second, and a candidate after that. Now, where do you stand, Sheriff?
All right. All right, but you'll regret this even if I don't.
Looking for me, Sheriff?
Well, I didn't think anyone was at home.
I was out in the kitchen.
Well, old man Cody and his grandson are suing you for shooting the kid's dog.
How'd they find a lawyer fool enough to sue me?
Well, they got George Vest for their lawyer.
And I'm not going to take this.
You'll have to talk to George Vest about that.
Sheriff, you take this back where you got it.
Well, I've been expecting you.
Then you know what I'm here about. You can tear that up and forget it.
I don't think so.
What did you take this case for, anyhow? Old man Cody can't pay you. He hasn't got a dime.
You'll have $500 when it's over.
You're out of your mind. $500 for a two-bit mongrel hound? The jury will laugh you out of court.
Possible, but improbable.
Now, look. You want to go to the United States Senate. You'll need every vote you can get. I carry a lot of them right in my pocket.
Nobody wants a fool for a senator. That's what you'd be if you take me to court about a dog.
You're right, Mr. Johnson. This case could break or make me. But let's not dig my grave until the jury comes in.
Now, look, I'm warning you. Drop this case or take the consequences.
I don't like bribes. I like threats even less. You're lucky you're not being sued for $5,000. Take this and get out.
Hi there, Andrew.
Oh, hello, Joe. I got a little order here for you from Andy's Mall.
All right. Hey, that's some case you folk got against Carter Johnson. Everyone's laughing about it.
What's funny? He killed my dog.
Andy. Oh. Here. You go in and get yourself some candy. Go on, go ahead.
Andy, let's see what you'd like. Like a couple of these?
Yeah.
Some of these mint leaves.
Sure.
Let's make 2 of them. Piece of watermelon?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of those. How about a piece of licorice?
Sure.
There you are.
Is this 3 cents worth?
Some to grow on. Now, you folks don't really think you're going to win that big case, do you, Andy?
We better win it. Johnny was the only friend I had.
A dog's a dog. Mongrel's a mongrel.
That isn't what Mr. Vest thinks.
Well, he's a politician. They never say what they really think. He'll carry your case just so far, then he'll drop it like a hot potato.
Give me my 3 cents back.
And come in.
Mr. Vest,
Yes.
I'm Andy Cody's mother.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Cody. You have a mighty fine boy for a son. Is something wrong?
Yes, Mr. Vest, something is wrong. Because of you, my son wants to kill a man.
What do you mean?
Took his grandfather's rifle and ran out of the house saying he was going to shoot Carter Johnson.
Couldn't you stop him?
You're the one who should have stopped him. Why didn't you tell him to forget about his dog? What's dead can't be brought back to life. Why didn't you tell him that justice isn't for people like us?
Because that's not so, Mrs. Cody. That's just not so. Now, if I'm responsible for something that shouldn't have happened, I'll make amends any way I can. But first, let's find your boy.
Have you seen him?
He's bound to be around here somewhere.
Carter Johnson's house is only a couple of miles from here.
Let's spread out.
Andy! Wait!
Keep away from me, Mr. Vest.
I thought I was your lawyer.
A lawyer's no good to me. Everybody's laughing at you. It's all a joke about us. Carter Johnson.
It won't be a joke when your case gets to the jurors.
Oh, they'll laugh too.
Andy, killing Carter Johnson won't prove anything. You'll just be putting more weight on the wrong side of the scale. Justice is a funny thing. If you put too many wrongs on the scale, it gets awfully hard to make it balance out right again. Now, you know you can't kill Mr. Johnson. Give me the gun.
Andy, come back!
I'm all right. I couldn't do it. Mr. Johnson rode right past me. I couldn't do it. I'm a coward.
You're no coward, Andy. You're just not a murderer. Thank God.
Andy, we heard a shot. What happened?
I was so mad at myself, I had to shoot at something.
Is that what you shot at, Andy?
And I hit it, too, right through the hat.
Come on, I'll take you home. And you, young man, you stay there. We'll take care of Carter Johnson tomorrow the right way, in court.
Put your hand on the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Sit down.
Now, Andy, would you tell us, please, just what happened on Mr. Johnson's property last Monday?
Yes, sir. Me and Johnny.
Johnny was your dog?
Yes, sir. Me and Johnny were running a race, and Mr. Johnson shot Johnny.
Now, were you and Johnny doing anything wrong? Up to any mischief?
No, sir. We were just heading for home.
Why did you cross Mr. Johnson's land?
It was a shortcut.
What did Johnny mean to you?
He was the only friend I had in this world.
The only friend?
Yes, sir. We live too far from anybody for me to have any other friends.
Your Honor, I object.
To what?
To Mr. Vest introducing the term friend, referring to a dog. The word friend should be reserved only for human relationships.
Your Honor, Andy's father was killed in a railroad accident when Andy was a baby. His grandfather is an old man. He's a wonderful grandfather, but there are some things he can't do.
What's the point of all this?
The dog was the only companion that Andy could run with, go adventuring with. Now, I call that being a friend in the truest sense of human relationship.
I'll let the word friend remain in the testimony. Shh. Do you find the rulings of this court amusing, Mr. Johnson?
No, Your Honor. A little unusual.
Proceed, Mr. Vest.
Thank you, Your Honor. Was Johnny a vicious dog?
No, sir.
Well, can you think of any reason why Mr. Johnson would have to shoot him?
No, sir. Except that Mr. Johnson is mean.
Your Honor.
We'll strike the boy's last remark.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Now, Andy, you've sworn to tell the truth, haven't you? So I want you to tell us. Isn't it true that on several occasions Mr. Johnson warned you to keep off of his property with your dog?
Yes, sir.
So you were trespassing, isn't that so?
No, sir.
Do you know the meaning of the word trespassing? Well, answer me, Andy.
Your Honor, Mr. Collins is bullying the witness.
Just take it a little easier, Mr. Collins. He's just a boy.
Yes, Your Honor. Do you know the meaning of the word trespassing?
Yes, but...
Then you know that you were trespassing, isn't that so? Just answer yes or no.
Mr. Johnson didn't have to kill Johnny.
Oh. Now, did you see Mr. Johnson shoot your dog?
No, but...
Well, then, for all you know, your dog might have been attacking Mr. Johnson, isn't that right?
Johnny wouldn't...
Yes or no?
No, Johnny wouldn't hurt anybody.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
That's all, Andy.
I have no other witnesses, Your Honor. However, I'd be very much interested in hearing the witnesses for the defense.
Is the defense ready?
We certainly are, sir.
And then call your witness.
The defense calls Dr. William Porter.
Put your hand on the Bible. Swear to tell
Why
the
should
truth,
fight
the whole
Mr.
truth,
Johnson?
and nothing but the truth, help you God.
We're fighting him, Andy. He doesn't know it yet.
Now, Dr. Porter, you're a veterinarian?
That's right.
You're the only one in town, in fact. May we assume that you know more about dogs than any other man in town?
Well, I would think so.
Well, in your professional opinion, was the Cody boy's dog worth $500?
No, sir.
Then what is your honest evaluation?
Well, that dog was 10 years old. He couldn't do any useful tasks that I know of. I'd say he wasn't even worth 50 cents.
Thank you, Doctor.
Dr. Porter, I imagine you have a great many friends.
I have.
Well, now, is there one amongst them that you might say was your best friend?
Well, yes, Joe Harper.
I believe he works in the general store.
I don't just work there. I own the place.
So Joe Harper is your best friend?
I just said that.
Now, Dr. Porter, you've heard the judge rule that the word friend can apply to a dog. Andy's dog was his best, well, his only friend. You said he wasn't worth 50 cents. Now, would you also say that Joe Harper isn't worth 50 cents?
You can't compare a man to a dog.
Just answer the question.
Well, it's a stupid question.
Your Honor.
Answer the question.
Well, yes.
What was that?
I said yes. I mean no. I
have no more questions.
Step down, Dr. Porter.
Your Honor, I had intended to put my client on the stand, but it seems to be an obvious waste of time to pursue this farce any further. The boy and his dog were clearly trespassing. They've been warned many times by my client. The demand for $500 damages is preposterous. I move for dismissal, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the issue here is one that cannot be dismissed. What is this world coming to if a boy and his dog can't run across a field? If all of us shot every dog that ran across his property, there'd be mighty few dogs on Earth and millions of lonely children. What is a dog? How much is a dog worth? The best friend a man has may turn against him, become his enemy. His son or daughter whom he has reared with loving care may prove ungrateful. Those nearest and dearest to us, those whom we trust with our happiness and our own good names, may become traitors to their faith. The money a man has, he may lose. It flees away from him, perhaps when he needs it most. His reputation is sacrificed in a moment of ill-considered action. Those people who are prone to fall on their knees to do us honor when success is with us may be the first to throw the stone of malice when failure settles its clouds upon our heads. The one absolutely unselfish friend a man can have in this selfish world, the one who never deserts him, the one who never proves ungrateful or treacherous, is his dog. A man's dog will stand by him in prosperity and in poverty, in health and in sickness. He'll sleep on the cold ground where wintry winds blow and the snow drives fiercely, if only he can be near his master's side. He'll kiss the hand that has no food to offer. He'll lick the wounds and sores that come in encounter with the roughness of the world. He guards the sleep of his pauper master as if he were a prince. When all other friends desert him, he remains. When riches take wings and reputation falls apart, his love is as constant as the sun in its journey through the heavens. If fortune drives his master forth into the world an outcast, friendless, homeless, the faithful dog asks no higher privilege than that of accompanying him, to guard against danger, to fight against his enemies. And when the last scene of all comes, when death takes the master in its arms, when his body is laid away in the cold ground, no matter if all other friends pursue their way, there by his graveside, the noble dog will be found. Head between his paws, his eyes sad but open, in alert watchfulness, faithful and true, even to death.
The motion for dismissal is denied. The jury will retire and consider a verdict.
I don't think we have to retire, Your Honor. We've already reached our verdict.
Well, how do you find?
We find the defendant guilty as charged. I mean, we find for Andy Cody against Carter Johnson.
It happened in western Kansas way back in the 1890s, but the world still quotes Senator George A. Vest's classic tribute to the dog. I wonder if you feel as I do, that that's quite a tribute to Senator Vest. And next week, another chapter from our long and I think wonderful history. See you then.
This is the story of one of the most fabulous women in history, whose star blazed across 3 continents, and for a brief time shone over this house in Grass Valley, California. Lola Montez.
Lola Montez, of course, is my stage name. I was born in Limerick, Ireland in the year, why not admit it, I've always been indiscreet, the year 1818. My father was an Irish Army officer. My mother of Spanish descent. They christened me Maria Dolores Elisa Rosanna Gilbert, Lola for short. My early childhood was spent in India. Then, when I was 18, my mother joined me in England, where I had been sent to school. I was to make my debut. So she told me.
Come in. Lieutenant James.
Your mother asked me to go to the dressmakers and pick these up.
I don't want them. Throw them in the grate.
But, Miss Gilbert, the gown's for your debut.
Debut? That was just a lie to keep me from suspecting. This is my trousseau. My mother has promised me in marriage to a horrible old man in India, Sir Abram Lumley.
The prominent judge? But he's over 60 and has the gout.
And bags of money. I'd rather die than marry him. I won't marry him. Oh, Lieutenant James, how am I ever going to escape?
Marry me.
What?
Lola, I adore you. You're the most beautiful, the most fascinating creature on earth.
We'll elope. Tonight.
Lola.
A few days later, I became Mrs. Thomas James. But runaway marriages, like runaway horses, are almost sure to end in a smash-up. So I went to Spain to study to be a dancer. Then I returned to England. My first appearance was in Her Majesty's Theater.
Job, it's Betty James, an Irish girl. We've been royally swindled. Swindled, by Jove. Swindled.
young rake whom I'd once repulsed. My career in London was ended, and I fled to the continent to dance. It was in Dresden that I met Franz Liszt. Then, at the height of his fame, he came to my dressing room after the performance.
You were glorious, Donna Lola. Such grace, such beauty, like a tigress.
Beware, Senor Liszt. Tigers can be dangerous.
If you knew what a relief to meet a woman of vitality after all the sentimental creatures that languish around me.
You are the first man I've ever met with a soul.
A soul which must remain free.
Why do you tell me that?
To warn you, to remind myself that there can be only one real love in my life. My music.
Play for me, Senor Liszt.
I play only when I choose. The Queen of your native Spain once commanded me, and I refused.
I ask you, as a gracious favor, play for me, Franz. But Franz was right. He could not long remain fettered. There followed a year in Paris. Alexander Dumas, Victor Hugo. Then I returned to Germany, where at that time there were some 36 ruling princes. I had made up my mind to land one, but what I landed was something much bigger. King Ludwig I of Bavaria saw me dance at the Munich Opera House, was bewitched.
Beautiful. To the new Countess of Lensfeld.
Ludwig, you're overwhelmingly kind. A palace of my very own, a handsome annuity, and now a title.
I would make you queen if I could. Your presence here has changed everything.
Including your cabinet.
It was high time those reactionaries were dismissed. Now the new ministry is instated, which would go along with our plans. The Lola ministry. That's what the newspapers call it.
The papers say harsh things about you, Ludwig.
I care not.
And the church?
I told the Archbishop the other day publicly when he upbraided me. Bishop, I said, you stick to your Stola and leave me my Lola. But no matter what anyone says, if it cost me my kingdom, I will never give you up. Never. I was in the autumn of my life before it came. But once I met you, Liebchen, I know spring again.
Ludwig. But the king, for all his protests, was not strong enough to resist the rising tide of opposition. A revolution broke out.
Countess.
Count Richburg, May I offer you some champagne?
I come from the king.
Yes?
He has just met with his cabinet and signed this decree,
Defying the revolutionists?
ordering your banishment from Bavaria.
I don't believe it. So, it is true. He's finally capitulated to the demands of the reactionaries.
It was the only way he could keep his throne.
After all the solemn pledges he made to me.
The king is no longer young, madam. He craves peace.
He'll find it. In exile. Oh, don't think for a moment that by banishing me, he will save his crown. In the end, he will lose both. I must be out of Munich by nightfall. As I predicted, a few weeks later, the king was forced to abdicate his throne. I never saw or heard from the king again, but at least I have my jewels and my title. Disillusioned, I set sail for America. The California gold rush was at its height. On the voyage up the Pacific coast, I became acquainted with the editor of a San Francisco newspaper, Mr. Patrick Hull. That's a very funny story, Mr. Hull. You're the most amusing raconteur I've ever met.
Patrick, please. Just plain Patrick.
My father was Irish.
Well, where'd you get the name of Montez?
Just took it as I have taken anything I wanted.
And what is the next thing you plan to take?
California, of course, by storm.
That's where you're mistaken. The first thing you're going to take is the hand of Patrick Hull in marriage, just as soon as we land in San Francisco.
You're out of your mind.
With love, yes. Why, I'm even jealous of the stars in the ocean when you turn your gaze on them. Lola, say you'll marry me.
I do not bring men luck, Patrick.
Well, I'm not asking for that. I'm asking just for you. To have you with me for the rest of my life.
You could make me laugh with your amusing stories.
Every day.
Perhaps that's as good a reason as any for marriage. Yes, Patrick. I'll be happy to be your wife.
Lola.
We were married just 3 days ago in a sweet little church. I carried these violets and roses, and the organ played The Voice That Breathed O'er Eden. Patrick wanted to live in San Francisco, but I was sick unto death of big cities. I yearned for mountains and pine trees, a cottage with a garden. So we settled here in the gold camp of Grass Valley. Baron, how nice of you to come.
Madame, may I present Monsieur Jean Hugo, Mrs. Hull.
How do you do?
An honor. I have often heard my uncle speak of you as Lola Montez.
You are a nephew of Victor Hugo?
His favorite Hugo nephew.
He was one of my dearest friends, back in my Paris days. But what are you doing here in Grass Valley?
Digging gold like everyone else.
How extraordinary.
Not as astonishing as to find you here. I could scarcely believe it when the Baron told me.
I am married now, you know, to an American. You must meet my husband. Ah, there he is. Excuse me, I'll bring him over. Is this a nice way for a host to behave? Sulking with a drink?
Host? No one even knows or cares whether I'm here. All they have eyes for is you.
Well, naturally. Patrick, whom do you think I've just met? The nephew of my beloved Victor Hugo.
So he trailed you here, too.
Too?
Just like this Baron von Adler.
Don't be ridiculous, Patrick. I've never seen either of these men until we came to Grass Valley.
It's quite a coincidence that they should both turn up from out of your past.
Can I help it if the men in Grass Valley flock to our home?
You might as well live in San Francisco. And I much better. At least I could run my business there.
We've been over all that before, Patrick.
But what have I got to keep me here? Nothing.
Except your wife.
I'm making a business trip tomorrow. You're coming with me.
Tomorrow? I'm sorry, Patrick. I've made other plans.
With whom? As your husband, I have a right to know.
You take care of your affairs, Patrick. I'll take care of mine.
She-devil.
I did not realize the bear had a cub until after I shot. Then when I saw this little rascal, I said to myself, it should be a pet for Lola.
Oh, Baron, how sweet of you to think of me.
I think of you a great deal, Lola.
What do you feed him?
Berries.
I shall tame him and teach him tricks and walk him around town on a golden chain. Oh, Baron, how can I ever thank you?
By coming with me tomorrow, hunting.
Tomorrow? It'll be fun. And Patrick will be away for a few days yet.
I hate to disappoint you, my dear wife.
Patrick, I didn't expect you home so soon.
Obviously.
I trust you had a pleasant trip.
What is that?
I think that is obvious too, my dear husband. The Baron gave it to me. I shall tame him.
So, you've taken the four-footed game now. What's the matter? Tired of bringing men to heel?
You've been drinking, Patrick.
Take it out of here. I don't want it on the place.
Ah, it is quite harmless.
I don't want you here either.
Excuse me. I resent your attitude, Patrick. The Baron happens to be my friend.
Like all the other men in your past?
How dare you, you Irish bum!
You're a fine one to talk, you cheap adventuress.
I hate you! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
You were right. You bring nothing but misfortune to those poor devils that fall in love with you and your damnable beauty.
And don't come back!
God have pity on you, Baron.
Lola.
That beast deliberately trying to break my heart.
Fear not, Liebchen. I'm here to pick up the pieces and put them together again.
Baron.
Hello.
Jean.
The minister should see you now, on your knees beside your roses.
Yes, they are beautiful, aren't they? This pink one. What minister?
But Reverend Wilson, he would no longer describe you as a wanton hussy.
Is that what he's been saying?
Well, it is only your dress that he refers to, the costumes in which you dance.
How does he know what I wear? He's never seen me dance.
Of course, that is why he's so stupid.
He shall see. I shall go to his house and give him an exhibition.
Lola.
At once! Reverend Wilson?
Yes? Is anything wrong?
That's what I came here to ask you. Is there anything wrong with the cut of my dress? It is no lower than the evening gown worn by any lady of fashion.
Well,
The skirt? Yes. It reveals my ankles. Is there anything wrong with my ankles?
Madam, when you dance, I understand it is not only your ankles, but...
But my legs, as you shall see. did my famous spider dance for him. And I lifted my skirts higher and higher.
Lola, there is something
You should have seen the look on his face. It was ludicrous.
Lola, please.
You're not amused. The Baron will be. He'll roar with laughter when he hears the story.
Lola, will you listen? I'm trying to tell you. Word came just a few moments ago. The Baron is dead.
Dead? How can he be dead?
He was shot. While hunting in the mountains. His gun went off accidentally.
No. It was not an accident. It was the price he paid for loving me.
Lola.
Jean, please.
But you are alone. What will you do?
I still have my career. I'll go back to the stage and dance. I'll start this very night. Lola Montez dances again. But there will be plenty of seats available at any future performances, if she has the courage to attempt them. It's vicious. It's libelous. It's an insult. And he shall pay for it. He shall pay now. Mr. Shipley,
Yes?
you are the author of this attack on me.
Well, that's not an attack, Miss Montez. That's a review.
You think I'm not a great dancer.
In my opinion, no.
And what is your opinion worth? A miserable provincial backwoods editor.
Formerly of New York.
You have the temerity to criticize Lola Montez, who has appeared before the crowned heads in the capitals of Europe.
I merely report what I see.
Have you ever danced yourself?
No.
Very well. You shall dance now. Dance! Dance! You wish to dance too. Dance! You laugh. You come to my house, drink my wine, and you laugh. Very well, you shall dance. You shall all dance. Dance! 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 My curse is upon you! Dance! Dance!
Now, in truth, I have nothing. Nobody. I cannot stay here in Grass Valley or in California any longer. But where can I go? To whom can I turn? In God's name, to whom? No.
Why not? What have I to live for?
Others.
There's no one who cares.
That's what I thought. But there is someone.
Look, don't try to have your mealy-mouthed preaching on me. What do you, a fine lady, know about the likes of us? Fallen women.
I've fallen myself. Probably farther than the rest of you. Because I got up higher. Oh, I was ambitious. I wanted everything and I got it. Money, power, a title, the love and admiration of men, even a king.
A king? Are you stuffing me? What happened?
What's bound to happen when you seek only the things of this world and the flesh and forget that you have a soul.
What are you doing here?
Trying to help others.
Why?
Because I've been through the dark waters myself.
You win, sister.
The last years of her life, Lola spent working in the Magdalene Rescue Mission for outcast women. and she left what little remained of her fortune to it when she died. In Greenwood Cemetery, Brooklyn, is this obscure headstone which reads simply, Mrs. Eliza Gilbert. There rests in peace the woman who knew the heights and the depths, the incomparable Lola Montez.
Well, here we are. Like dawn's early light.
You'd be surprised how much we used to check before the ship starts work. And when you do things yourself, you know they're done right. That's funny. The mine's unlocked.
Who was the last one to leave last night?
I was.
You see, even the boss forgets sometimes. Bye, dear.
Take care.
You too.
Good morning, John.
Grote, Bill Grote, what are you doing here at this hour?
Waiting for you.
You're after something. What is it?
Can't you guess?
No, I can't. But I intend to find out. Where are you? Where are you, Grote? Hiding won't do you any good.
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger. In frontier mining camps, sudden death found so many victims with their boots on that cemeteries were inevitably named Boot Hill. On a spring morning in 1873, the one in Alta, Utah, witnessed the burial of its richest mine owner, John B. Woods, whose tragic death was ascribed to an accident. Little did his mourners realize, however, that the next time they'd gather on that spot, it would not be for a funeral, but for a startling miracle at Boot Hill.
Come on, Ella. You've been through enough. I'm going to take you home. You need some rest. Now, that's an order.
There's so much to attend to.
What else you think I'm here for?
You've been very kind. I don't know what I'd have done without you, Mr. Grote.
Still saying Bill Grote had something to do with it.
It's a strong accusation, Herb, especially when you haven't a shred of evidence.
The door to that mine was already unlocked that morning before John Woods even got there.
Yeah, I know. Ella told me.
All right. The only person outside of John Woods who had a key to that mine was his foreman, Bill Grote. You notice he's wasting no time in taking over.
Seems to me I've heard that you kind of liked her.
I never pretended otherwise. I was in love with her before she even met John Woods.
Then maybe you killed him. See how easy it is to dream up evidence?
haven't said no, Bill. It's that I can't say yes this soon.
Soon? Ella, there's been a decent interval. Believe me, no one expects a woman to observe a year of mourning out here.
It's not what other people think that bothers me. It's that I still miss him.
Well, of course you do. Living all alone in that great big house. Ella, I don't ever want you to be alone again. I want to take care of you. If you give me that happy privilege. Relieve you of all the responsibilities that have fallen on you.
You've been wonderfully kind, advising me.
Well, take my advice now and marry me.
All right, Bill.
You will?
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful, darling. Well, let's drink a toast to it. Now, I'll order some wine. Well, now, what's happened to our waitress? Service, please. Miss? Oh, miss?
Bill, please don't make a scene.
Hey, how do you get some service around here? What's the matter? Somebody hurt?
A stranger.
And in that glorious moment, the dead of yesterday shall become the living of today.
What is it? What's going on?
Don't interrupt. He's talking.
Who is?
Let him who asks be answered. Let all the people of Alta know of the day that is at hand.
I beg your pardon. A preacher?
No. Nevertheless, I deal not only with words, but with deeds.
The stranger here has offered to raise the dead.
Raise the dead?
That is my mission on earth.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous? To restore to the bosoms of their families all of Alta's dear departed.
All, he says. Everybody what's buried in Boot Hill.
Well, that's a very beautiful idea, of course, but it's impossible, and you know it.
More miracles are wrought in heaven than this world dreams of.
Only you don't happen to be the Almighty.
Merely his servant, who was myself resurrected.
I don't know what your game is, stranger, but these people, these are my friends and neighbors. And I, for one, don't intend to stand idly by and see him taken in by some charlatan. So I advise you to move on and practice your magic somewhere else. Isn't that right?
Destiny has brought me to Alta. In Alta I shall remain until my mission is accomplished.
Sir, I can let you have a room. It's not exactly elegant, but it's the best the house affords.
I carry neither purse nor scrip.
Oh, that's all right. Come right this way.
There is something about him. Like one of the prophets of old.
Oh, he's a faker and a crackpot. And I'm surprised at all of you being taken in by him. Well, if you're going to stand by and let him move in on us, I'm not. Sheriff! Sheriff! I want to talk to you. Sheriff, there's a man moving into the hotel, and he's offering to raise the dead.
As long as you don't raise any cane.
Sheriff, this is serious. You've got to get rid of him.
On what ground?
Fleecing the public.
Is he?
Well, I just told you, he's offering to
How much
raise...
has he taken in so far?
Well, nothing yet, but any fool can see what he's up to.
I can't. Till he gives me some reason, I'm not going to raise a finger against that stranger.
Hanson. You hear that? Well, if a lawman won't uphold the law, that puts it right up to the leaders of the community, huh?
Oh, now look here, Bill. I'm the last fella in town who wants to see anybody raised from their graves. But I ain't taking the law in my own hands. No, sir.
Hanson, Martin! Martin, I gotta talk to you. There's a stranger here in town, says he's gonna raise the dead. We gotta stop him.
Why? Is there someone you're afraid to have brought back to life? Someone out on Boot Hill who'll tell how you killed him? Good morning, Ella.
Good morning, Herbert. I'd like to see some yard goods, please. Something nice for a dress.
I have some white material.
Oh, no. You only wear white the first time. The second time you get married, you wear... What's the matter?
Well, how can you do this, Ella? Doesn't the memory of your husband mean anything to you?
No one will ever know how much. But he's dead, and I'm alive.
Sure, but why so soon, and why to a man like Bill Grote?
What's the matter with Bill Grote?
Well, I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I can't help feeling he's more interested in the money from the mine.
I came in here for dress material, not advice, Herb Driscoll. But I'd rather go to the altar in sackcloth than listen to any more of your rotten insinuations.
Wait a minute. Mel? The stranger still here?
Yeah. Bill Grote wasn't very successful in his efforts to run him out of town.
What's his room number?
He's got somebody with him. Had a slew of visitors all day. As soon as one slips out, another one sneaks in. Why don't you come back later?
No, I'll wait if I can just have a piece of stationery and a pen.
It'd be pretty darned embarrassing, I can tell you that. My wife finding me married to a woman half my age this time. I'll pay you anything you like to let Martha stay put.
When I think of being bound again hand and foot to a cranky old invalid who didn't have a thing wrong with him, I just can't face it.
The money's legally mine, sir. My uncle left it to me. But if he comes back... Whew.
Enter. Ah. Another suppliant on the eve of resurrection.
It's going to happen so soon? I'm glad I got in when I did.
And whom do you wish to deprive of the miracle of rebirth?
I don't want to deprive anybody anything, but I want to make absolutely sure that a particular person is included in your plans.
You are the one exception. Half this town disbelieves my powers. The other half, one by one, have come to petition me, oh, quite privately, of course, to let those whom they profess to mourn remain in the bonds of eternal sleep.
I didn't exactly mourn this fellow, but I have a store right across the street. The inventory amounts to about $6,000, and I've written an agreement here giving you half if you'll bring John B. Woods back to life. You've got to take it. Even if you don't bring anybody else back from the grave, you have to bring Mr. Woods back. At least you got to try.
As a token of your esteem for Mrs. Woods.
What?
Oh, I hear human voices as well as heavenly ones. But the lady herself, how does she feel about all this?
She thinks you're cruel to raise people's hopes and then dash them. But I know you can do what you say you can do.
And yet we must consider, were I to follow your bidding, Mrs. Woods would no longer be an eligible widow, but once again, a wife.
I don't stand much of a chance with her anyway. But I can't let her marry a murderer.
Dawn tomorrow.
Thank heaven you're all right.
Yes. Heaven did indeed direct the aim of my assailant.
Did you get a look at him? Somebody tried to shoot him, Sheriff.
Any idea who?
The bullet bore no more identification than did that written threat that was slipped under my door earlier this evening.
Don't recognize the writing.
It's been disguised.
Could be Bill Groats. He's been sounding off enough.
I'll put a guard outside for the rest of the night.
Thank you.
As I understand it, you'll be leaving town after tomorrow morning anyway.
For you. Somebody must have slipped it into your box while I wasn't here. I thought it was just another one of those threat notes. I had no way of knowing that...
That it has $5,000 in it as well as the note?
You're not going to pay any more attention to a bribe than to a threat, are you? I mean, people who haven't even got the courage to sign their own names can't influence a great man like you, can they? You're not going to let us down, are you? All of us who believe in you?
as I thought. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Come on.
I'm with them what's not going.
Well, there ain't ever been anything like this. Here or anywhere else.
You run along if you want, but wild horses wouldn't drag me to Boot Hill. If Martha's climbing out of that there grave, let her find me.
Now, look, as I get it, the only one he's bringing back to life is John Woods, and I intend witnessing a miracle like that.
Well, not me. You neither, eh, Grote?
Stop it! Stop it! You can't do this. You hear me? Look, if $5,000 isn't enough, you name it. But for God's sake, don't bring him back to life. Please don't. You're dead, and you're staying dead if I have to do it all over again. You're not coming back. You're not. You're not.
I reckon he won't have to now. You mean he ain't gonna do it?
As your sheriff said, nothing would now be gained by bringing back any of those who lie buried here. You people of Alta have made that all too plain to me. Oh, you need not feel ashamed. This is the way God meant it to be. I see that now. Those whom he hath taken should remain with him. Under the circumstances, I'd like to return the promissory note for 1/2 interest in your store that you offered me for the resurrection of Mr. Woods.
Thank you.
You were willing to give away half of your store to bring John back to life?
Well, I never believed he could do it. I just figured it'd bring Grote out in the open. Anyway, I couldn't have you marrying him.
I'd still be married to John if it had happened.
Well, I loved you enough to give you up, Ella. I still do.
I wonder if he could have performed a miracle.
I think he did.
That was back in 1873. Soon afterward, with the devaluation of silver, the mining camp of Alta died. But as though through some prankish miracle of nature, was restored to life as a ski resort in 1937, and is today one of the most popular winter sports areas in the United States. Boot Hill, here is the modern version at Alta.
have done that, Otto. Dogs have long memories.
Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger. Jarbridge, Nevada, a gold town located in the bottom of a mountain canyon. To get to it, you have to drive down a grade that drops 2,000 feet and 5 miles of narrow hairpin turns. You've just met the town's newest citizen, a tramp dog who turned up from nowhere, but who they talked about until Jarbridge became a ghost town as the third passenger.
Well, look who's here as usual. Old Bindlestiff. You hungry, boy? Hungry? Huh? No, I can't take you in there. You know that fella. They threw you out yesterday. Well, they don't allow dogs. All right, you stay right here and I'll bring something out to you. Now, stay there. You stay there. Bring something out to you. All right, boy. Here you are. Slow.
Bill.
Hey, Susan. Meet my pal Bendy, short for Bindlestiff.
Where did you pick him up?
He picked me up. Adopted me. Waits here for me every day.
I can't imagine why.
My natural charm. You know, I'm very attractive to dogs. Come on, I'll walk you home.
Father wouldn't like it.
Oh, Bendy will chaperone us. Come on, Bendy.
Oh, he's due back any time now.
There's something I want to tell you.
I have to stop at the store. What is it? Is it about us?
There's an opening with a mining syndicate in Coeur d'Alene. Selling stock, but it sounds like it might be right up my alley.
Oh, Bill.
I'm leaving tomorrow on the noon stage to go talk to him. Now, I'll show that father of yours I can make a living other ways than gambling.
You can't blame Pa for feeling the way he does after what happened.
Well, the trouble with him is he's got too much time to think. Riding back and forth in that buckboard all alone with the mail.
How long will you be gone?
A week, maybe.
Oh, a week.
But sorry, fella, I won't be able to take you with me.
Huh? Don't worry, Bendy. I'll look after you while he's away. Love me, love my dog.
Hey, you hear that, Bendy? She loves us both.
Here you are. Thanks, Lou. How was the weather?
It was weather.
I don't wonder his wife run out on him, sour as he is.
It's what made him sour.
Better check that off horse's knees. He stumbled bad coming down the grade.
Yeah, okay. Hey, need a passenger your next trip? There's a young filly over in Rogerson I'm interested in.
Ah, sparking, huh?
This is a horse.
Oh, thought maybe you got yourself a girl.
One who'd have me, you mean, huh? One who don't turn up her nose at a man who smells of a stable, huh?
If you're referring to my daughter, Otto.
No, I don't blame her none. Preferring Mr. Gentry. He smells sweeter, dresses fancier.
Susan ain't marrying Bill Gentry either. Now or ever.
I can count on a ride with you then tomorrow?
Yeah, I guess so.
you're back.
Look, Gentry, I want you to quit pestering my daughter.
Pa, he's just carrying my packages.
And I told you, I don't want you to have nothing to do with this tin horn.
Now, hold on, Mr. Sayers.
That's what you are, a tin horn gambler.
Oh, no, Pa. Not anymore.
I promised Susan I'd quit, and I have.
He's getting a job up at Coeur d'Alene, Navy.
And then we're getting married.
I'll see you dead first.
Oh, please, Pa. There's no need making a scene in public.
Come along, then. If you know what's good for you, you'll stay away.
Come on, Bindi.
Go on, Bindi, go with her. I said go.
Don't be mean to him, Pa. Just because he's Bill's dog.
I got nothing against Bill Gentry, except as a son-in-law. I ain't gonna see my daughter's life ruined like her ma's was, by a no-count gambler.
I keep telling you, Pa, Bill's sworn off gambling.
Once a gambler, always a gambler. It's in his blood.
Everything in life's a gamble when you come right down to it.
No, it ain't. Now take me and my job.
Every time you drive up and down Drawbridge Grade, you're taking a risk.
Ah, nonsense.
It's a lonely, dangerous road. Anything could happen to you.
Nothing's ever happened and nothing's gonna. Oh, hello, Marty.
Hello.
Evening, Sheriff.
Evening.
Susan. Come on in.
Marty and me got some business to talk over with your pa, Susan.
Then I'll leave you.
Sit down, fellas.
We got a real important shipment for you, Lou. $8,000 in gold coin. We figure the best way to handle it is a mail sack. Regular mail.
Second-class mail.
So you put it in a stagecoach and have somebody riding shotgun, why, you're just advertising it. This way, you riding in a buckboard all alone like you always do, well, nobody'd suspect anything.
$8,000 weighs an awful lot.
You leave early enough in the morning, nobody'll see it put aboard.
I can get off before daybreak.
You better wear a gun.
Well, never have.
You never carried a treasure before either. Here, you can use mine.
No, I got an old shotgun I carry under the seat. For rabbits.
Well, suit yourself.
I'll get on down at the stable. Tell Otto to be hitched up before 30.
Right. Night, Lou.
Good night.
Night.
Susan, I'm going down to the stable. Be right back. Say, you're a pretty smart dog, you know it. Even if you do belong to him. Yeah. Come on, Bendy. I'll be leaving real early. 4:30.
4? What's the idea?
Well, just because I want to get an early start.
That's awful early. Hardly even be light.
I said I want to take off at 4:30.
Okay. Okay, I'll be ready to go then.
Oh, Otto,
What's the matter?
I'm afraid I won't be able to take you after all.
Why not?
It ain't convenient.
You got another passenger?
No.
Then how come there ain't room?
I'll take you on another trip.
I can't see why.
Look, I don't want company. I want to travel alone. Is that clear?
All right.
4:30.
Anybody think it was Christmas, the amount of mail going out? Looks like we're in for a storm. You got your sou'wester? You're gonna need it.
Up the house. Better get it.
I get your tarp. Throw over the back.
Looks like Vinny wants to go with me.
He wants to find Bill.
I think he's taking a kind of a liking to me. You go along, Vinny. Be company. Hey, come on, boy. Bye, honey.
Otto? We're going anyway. Come on, Bindi. Hey, here we go. Up we go.
Goodness sakes. You look like a drowned rat. Come on in and get dry.
Well, Susan,
Pa's not here. He left hours ago. Where on earth's your coat?
guess I didn't wear one.
The idea, going out on a day like this without a coat.
It wasn't raining when I left.
It's been raining since 6 o'clock this morning. Bill, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Then what were you doing out at the crack of dawn?
I couldn't sleep. I got to thinking about this new mining proposition. And about us and everything your father said, and finally I got up and went for a walk. It sounds like somebody scratching at your door. Must be Bindi.
It can't be. He went with Pa, believe it or not.
Yeah, it is Bindi.
Bindi, what happened? Didn't you go with Pa?
Well, maybe your pa hasn't left. Maybe waited till the storm was over.
Then he'd have come back here to the house.
Stay here. I'll go over to the stable and ask Otto. Otto! Hey, Otto!
Yeah?
It's Bill Gentry.
What do you want?
Did Lou Sayers leave with the mail this morning?
Yeah.
How long ago?
What time is it now?
About 8:30.
Must have been 4 hours ago. I went back to bed.
Susan says he took Bindi with him.
Yeah. Why?
Well, Bindi just turned up at Sayers' place alone.
Well, what was you doing over at Sayers' place? Alone?
Well, the old man may be in trouble. I'm notifying the sheriff.
All right, Bindi, you show us.
Dead. Shot in the back. God, a whole kit and caboodle.
What do you mean?
It's marked second-class mail. Held $8,000 in cash on its way to the Elko Bank. It's all right, Bindi. We'll find him. Whoever did it, we'll find him. Well, it has to be somebody here in Jarbridge. You see nobody outside of town knew anything about the shipment?
We didn't tell your father himself till last night.
Who in this town could do anything so horrible? Oh, Bindi, if only you could talk. You know who it was, don't you? You were there.
He was there, all right. We found his footprints.
Any others?
Too many. What with our stomping and the rain, the ground was a mess.
Well, I'm going over to the stable and have a look at the wagon. See if that gives any clues. What's the matter with you, Bindi? Don't you know Otto? Never saw him snap at anybody like that before.
You smelled the blood on the wagon.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll give it a good scrubbing.
No, leave it alone till we catch the killer.
You think you will?
No, it's somebody in Jarbridge. Somebody we all know. He won't get away. I left word that nobody's to leave the camp. We'll catch him. Come on, Bindi.
I thought I might find you here. I got something for you. Nice, juicy steak. Here. Come on, take it. Come on, take it. Good dog.
Believe me, Susan, every man in town is going to have to account for where he was at the time of the killing. And this might sound a little silly to you, but I want Bindi there when I question him.
I don't think that's silly at all. Bindi's the only witness there was.
By the way, where is he?
I guess he's with Bill.
No, Bill says he hasn't seen him since early this morning.
Well, that's funny. You don't think anything could have happened to him?
No, he's probably off gallivanting with some lady friend. Well, guess I better get down to the office.
Every man on this list was working the graveyard shift that morning. I checked the time myself.
All right, Joe. Thanks very much, that's all.
I heated up the croup kettle and sat by my kid's bed for a couple of hours. The whole family can testify.
All right, Ollie.
I seen Sears off, and I went back to bed. Next thing I knowed, Bill Gentry was pounding at the door. It was around 8:30.
You say you were going for a walk?
That's right.
Where'd you go?
Around?
You in the habit of taking a walk before daylight?
No.
Why this particular morning?
Couldn't sleep.
You had something on your mind, maybe?
No.
You just wanted to go out and walk in the cold rain.
It wasn't storming when I left.
No, it was threatening. You didn't have a coat on. Why was that?
I forgot it.
Or maybe you discarded it? Hid it somewhere because it had blood on it?
Look, Sheriff.
Are you sure you went on your way home to change clothes when Susan saw you and called to you?
I'm sure.
Where's the money, Bill? Where's the $8,000 you took from the mail sack?
I never saw the mail sack. I never touched the money.
Some of it you had. You lost it at the Grizzly Bear. Gambling.
That's what you and Sayers were fighting about the day before he was killed, weren't you?
We may have had a few words, but
He said he'd rather see you dead than married to Susan, didn't he? Sorry, Bill, I'm placing you under arrest.
Sheriff, I'll swear
I have no choice. I'm taking you to Elko and have you tried for grand larceny and for murder.
They can't convict you of a crime you didn't commit.
You don't know juries.
There's no evidence. No witnesses except Indy, and he's disappeared.
I couldn't quite see Bindi on the witness stand anyhow.
All aboard.
Bindi! He looks half starved.
All right, boy, what is it?
He's found something he wants to show us.
Tie the team and come along. Blood on it. It's the killer's coat.
Bill never had a coat like that. Otto. It's Otto's.
Hold it, Otto. I'll have to trouble you for those handcuffs, Bill. Seems we got him on the wrong man. Stand up. Do you solemnly swear to uphold the duties of the office to which you've been appointed? Deputy Sheriff Bindlestiff.
And that closed the incident of the murder of Jarbidge Gray. I have here a photostatic copy of a newspaper story in the Elko Independent, which tells of the robbery and the killing. The rest you know.
এবার আমরা কার কি টোকেনে লেখা আছে সেটা শুনবো। প্রথমে শুরু করি সাইমাকে দিয়ে।
চাইনিজ।
এবার জিনাত।
গ্রিস।
নিপা।
স্পেন।
এবার উর্মি মাহবুব।
পেরু।
সাফার।
ফ্রেঞ্চ কুইজিন পেয়েছি। ফ্রেঞ্চ কুইজিন এমন একটা কুইজিনের উৎপত্তি বলা যায় ফ্রেঞ্চকে।
তো সেক্ষেত্রে আমি একটু কনফিডেন্স ছিলাম যে কোনো দেশীয় ফিশ দিয়ে আমি ফ্রান্সের যে কোনো একটা আইটেম করতে পারবো।
লিনা, দেখি তোমার টোকেনে কি আছে।
মেক্সিকো।
আমি জানতে চাই নসীন, আপনার টোকেনে কি আছে?
থাইল্যান্ড।
ও বাবা।
জুয়াইরিয়া।
ইটালি।
অ্যান্ড লাস্ট মৌসুমী।
ইন্ডিয়া।
ইন্ডিয়া।
ইন্ডিয়া। বরাবরই আমি মাছ রান্নাতে একটু দুর্বল, তো এই জন্য মাছের যখন ফিউশন ইন্ডিয়ার সঙ্গে হলো তখন আমার একটু মানে ভয় কাজ করছিল।
জাজেস, আমি তো পুরো বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ করে এলাম মনে হলো, বাট ফিশ কোথায়?
জিনিসটা কভার আপ করার পরে দেখলাম ওখানে 4 টাইপের মাছ ছিল, অ্যান্ড দেখে খুব একটা ডরাইনি, বিকজ মেন্টররা আমাদের অলরেডি ক্লাস নিয়েছেন অ্যান্ড এই দেশি ফুডগুলো নিয়ে অনেক ফিউশন ডিশেস করানো হয়েছে।
এই 4 ধরনের মাছেরই ডিফারেন্ট কাটস ভ্যারাইটিস আছে আমাদের রাঁধুনি গ্রোসারি স্টোরে। আপনাদেরকে আজকে একটা ডিশ প্রেজেন্ট করতে হবে। এছাড়াও আপনার যদি মনে হয় এর সাথে কোনো সাইড ডিশ আপনারা দিতে চাচ্ছেন অর অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট যেটা যায়, সেটা আপনারা আমাদেরকে আজকে প্রেজেন্ট করতে পারেন।
সুবিধার্থে আরেকবার বলে দিচ্ছি, এখানে 4টা মাছ, রুই মাছ আছে, বোয়াল মাছ, ট্যাংরা আর বেলে মাছ। এই 4টা থেকে যার যে দেশ বা কুজিন অনুযায়ী আপনারা রান্না করবেন। আর একটু সহজ করে দেই আপনাদের জন্য, তো অবশ্যই মেন্টার্স আছেন। মেন্টার্সের হেল্প নিয়ে কিন্তু আপনারা আজকে রান্নার পরিবেশন করবেন।
তার জন্য মেন্টার্সদের টাইম দেওয়া হবে আজকে, পার পার্টিসিপেন্টসের জন্য 5 মিনিট করে পাবেন।
এই প্রথম ইটালিয়ান রুই মাছ খাচ্ছি।
আপনিও রুই মাছ ইউজ করেছেন?
জি হ্যাঁ, রুই মাছ।
শেফ যখন এক কথায় ওয়াও বললো, আমি তাহলে 2 কথায় ওয়াও ওয়াও বলে দিই। শুরুতেই আমি আমন্ত্রণ জানাতে চাই নওগাঁর প্রতিযোগী জুয়াইরিয়াকে। আপনার খাবার নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
হ্যালো গাইস, হ্যালো। আমার কুইজিন ছিল ইটালিয়ান অ্যান্ড আমি বানিয়েছি ওরাটা আল কাটাসিও।
পার্চমেন্ট পেপারে করতে হবে, এই আইডিয়াটা কোথা থেকে আসলো?
এটা আমার মেন্টর সাজেস্ট করলো যে পার্চমেন্ট পেপারে দিলে এটা বেক করতে সুবিধা হবে অ্যান্ড জুসগুলো ছড়ায় যাবে না, ফ্লেভারগুলো এক জায়গায় ভালো মতন মিক্স হবে।
সোয়াইরিয়া, এখানে কি কি হার্বস দিয়েছো?
এখানে আমি ফ্রেশ অনেক কয়টা হার্ব ইউজ করেছি, রোজমেরি, থাইম অ্যান্ড আমি পার্সলি খুঁজেছি বাট ওই সময় ছিল না, দ্যাটস ওয়াই পার্সলি দেওয়া হয় নাই। অ্যান্ড এর সাথে আমি লেমন জুস, অলিভ অয়েল, তারপর অলিভ অ্যান্ড পেপারস ইউজ করেছি, সল্টেড পেপার।
আপনার ফিশটা পারফেক্টলি কুকড। আপনি ইটালিয়ান ডিশ আজকে করেছেন। দ্য ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টস যেগুলো ইউজ করা হয়েছে দোজ আর ইটালিয়ান। capers, olives, tomato, olive oil কম্বিনেশনটা ভালো একটা ইটালিয়ান ফ্লেভার। ওকে, টেস্ট ওয়াইজ ইটস ওকে। প্রেজেন্টেশনটাও আপনি পার্চমেন্ট পেপারে করেছেন দেখে পার্চমেন্ট পেপারে নিয়ে এসেছেন, এটা আমাদের জন্য, আপনি টেকনিকটা জানেন, বোঝাটা ইজি হয়। ওভারঅল গুড ট্রাই, ভালো ছিল।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমার কাছেও ভালো লেগেছে। এই প্রথম ইটালিয়ান রুই মাছ খাচ্ছি। প্রত্যেকটাই ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস যা যা আপনি দিয়েছেন সবগুলি টেস্ট পাচ্ছিলাম। সব কিছু মিক্স করে যখন মুখে দিচ্ছি দেন ইটস লাইক মানে ওয়াও একটা ফিলিং।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
কস্টিংটা পারফেক্টলি করা হয়নি। বারবার বলেছি যে যা ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টস আপনি ইউজ করছেন অ্যাজ আ হোল পুরাটা দিতে, ওটা বানাতে কত খরচ হয়েছে অ্যান্ড ওটাকে আপনি কত টাকায় সেল করতে চাচ্ছেন।
থ্যাংক ইউ জুয়েরিয়া, খাবারটা নিয়ে যাবেন। এবারে বরিশালের প্রতিযোগী নওশীন মুবাশশেরা, আপনার খাবার নিয়ে চলে আসেন দ্রুত।
হ্যালো ম্যাম, আমি বানিয়েছি হচ্ছে থাই স্টিমড ফিশ, নাম হচ্ছে প্লা না মানাও।
আপনিও রুই মাছ ইউজ করেছেন?
জি হ্যাঁ, রুই মাছ।
নওশীন, জি আমার কাছে সত্যি খুব ভালো লেগেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
একদম অরিজিনাল একটা থাই ফ্লেভার পাচ্ছি, সেই থাই লাল মরিচ, অনেক দিন পর একটা থাই গন্ধ পাচ্ছি। সব কিছু মিলিয়ে গোলমরিচের যে একটা ফ্লেভার, সব আলাদা আলাদাভাবে আমাকে ফ্রি করিয়ে দিচ্ছে। তো
এক কথায় যদি বলি, ওয়াও। Beautiful balance of flavor. Steamed fish je korechen, again cooked to perfection. This is a Thai dish and it reminds me of Thailand. Beautiful.
It's a great compliment for me.
শেফ যখন এক কথায় ওয়াও বললো, আমি তাহলে দুই কথায় ওয়াও ওয়াও বলে দিই। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Again, overall, ঠিক আছে, আপনার সেলিং প্রাইস ইজ ওকে কম্পেয়ার টু দ্য কস্ট প্রাইস। জাস্ট একটু নিটভাবে সুন্দর করে যাতে বোঝা যায় রাইসটাকে অ্যাড করে,
রাইস অ্যাড মানে দুইটা একসাথে অ্যাড করে,
একসাথে, বিকজ একসাথে সার্ভ করছেন তো টোটাল ওভারঅল টার খরচ দিয়ে দিয়ে। থ্যাংক ইউ, ভেরি নাইস।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
ওয়েল ডান নওশীন।
থ্যাংক ইউ। শেফ আমার ডিশ দেখে বলল যে এটা আমি এক্সপ্লেন না করলেও সে বুঝতে পেরেছে যে এটা থাই কুইজিন, অ্যান্ড এটা আমার জন্য অনেক বড় একটা কমপ্লিমেন্ট। আমি খুবই খুশি হয়েছি এটা শুনে।
নওশীন স্যার কস্টিং ডান।
ক্লিনিং করেছেন, আপনি নিচে ডান্স করে আছে, ওটা ক্লিনিং করবেন। আচ্ছা আছে,
কস্টিং হয়েছে। আর মাত্র 30 মিনিট বাকি আছে, অনলি 30 মিনিটস। সো এই 30 মিনিটসের মধ্যে রান্না শেষ করে প্লেটিংটা কমপ্লিট করতে হবে। ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ, ক্যারি অন।
নাইম, কি বুঝতেছো?
দেখলাম সবারটাই উর্মি ভালো করতেছে, মানে অন টাইম সব কিছু আমার মনে হয় শেষ হয়ে যাবে।
সেটাই, উর্মির কাছে এই এক্সপেকটেশন ছিল না এই রেসিপি নিয়ে, বাট সে ভালো করছে। আমি
প্ল্যানিংটা ভালো অ্যান্ড আমি সময়টা দেখতেছিলাম, আই থিঙ্ক অন টাইম সে শেষ করে ফেলবে। এখানে আমরা মেন্টরসদেরকেও একটা ভালো ট্রেনিং দিতে পারি। আপনি যেটা বললেন যে এক্সপেক্টেড ছিল না, ঠিক আছে, এখানে মেন্টরসদের একটা বড় রোল আছে, তাদেরকে এক্সপ্লেইন করানো পুরো জিনিসটা, সময়টা ডিভাইড করে দাও যে আপনি কতক্ষণ সময় প্রিপেয়ার করবেন অ্যান্ড ফিনিশ করবেন।
ওর অবস্থা কি দেখি,
আমরা তো তিনজন ওর নাচোস চিপসটা দেখলাম।
হ্যাঁ এটা সুন্দর হয়েছে,
হ্যাঁ ভালো হয়েছে। সো ওটার সাথে বাকি যে ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টসগুলো সস বা যাই হোক যদি প্রপারলি ও নিয়ে আসতে পারে, গুড। বাট আমি একটু আমাদের লো স্কোরার যে ডক্টর মনিম আছে, ওনাকে নিয়ে আসলে একটু টেনশনে আছে।
ওনাকে নিয়ে আমিও টেনশনে আছি।
আমি এবারের রাউন্ডে খুব ভালো কুক একটা এবং ভালো একটা মার্কস পা। পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 10 মিনিট সময় বাকি আছে। এর মধ্যে এনিহাও আপনাদের ফুল প্লেটিং কমপ্লিট করতে হবে। আর আজকে আপনাদের কাছ থেকে আমরা চমৎকার প্লেটিং দেখতে চাই। ওকে?
পার্টিসিপেন্টস অনলি 5 মিনিটস আছে আর প্লিজ এই 5 মিনিটসে প্লেটিং কমপ্লিট করুন। Only 48 seconds. সবাই একসঙ্গে কাউন্টডাউন দেবো আজকে আমরা। রেডি? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and time's up. ওকে 2 ঘন্টা শেষ, তার মানে আপনাদের কুকিং টাইম শেষ। এবার দেওয়া হচ্ছে 15 মিনিট, যার মধ্যে আপনাদের কস্টিং কমপ্লিট করতে হবে, একই সাথে কিচেন ক্লিন করতে হবে, এবং সেই সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
নওশিন সবাই কস্টিং ডান সারুপা কিচেন ক্লিন ক্লিন করেছে আপনি নিচে ডান্স করে আছে ওটা আপনি ক্লিন করবেন। আচ্ছা আছে কস্টিং হয়েছে ফুড ফাইল করবেন না ভিতরে ঢুকে দেন ভিতরে কোমো আপনার ওগুলো ক্লিন নিচের গুলো ক্লিন করা।
কাউন্টডাউন দিচ্ছি 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and time's up.
তো সেরা রাঁধুনি থেকে আমাকে বলা হয়েছে আপনাদের উদ্দেশ্যে একটা চ্যালেঞ্জ দিতে, আর সেটা হচ্ছে যে আমার অপছন্দের কোনো একটা খাবার যেটা আমি খাই না একদমই, এরকম কোনো একটা খাবার মানে আপনারা রান্না করবেন এবং সেটা আমি দেখবো যে আমি এটা খেতে পারি কিনা অথবা আপনারা আমাকে খাওয়াতে পারেন কিনা, আর সেটা হচ্ছে মূলা।
আমাদের আজকের এপিসোডের তোমাদের টাস্ক হলো পারলে খাওয়াও।
আমরা তো দুটো টিম পেলাম, একদল চিনি দল, একদল হচ্ছে লবণ দল, কিন্তু আজকে কোন দল পারফর্ম করবে?
এটা আমরা রাঁধুনি কয়েনের হেল্পে টস করে ডিসাইড করব। লবণ অ্যান্ড চিনি দুই গ্রুপ থেকে সাফায়েত আর অসিত চলে আসেন সামনে। ট্রফি শেয়ার রাঁধুনি।
কে কোনটা নেবে?
ট্রফি।
উনি ট্রফি বলেছে।
ট্রফি শেয়ার রাঁধুনি।
ট্রফি।
কংগ্রাচুলেশন অসিত অ্যান্ড টিম। আপনি আপনার টিমের সাথে ডিসকাস করে ডিসাইড করবেন আজকে কি আপনি রান্না করতে চাচ্ছেন নাকি আজকে আপনি অপোনেন্ট টিমকে রান্না করতে দিবেন। কি ডিসাইড করলেন?
আজকে আমরা বসে বসে ওদের রান্না দেখবো।
হাউ অবভিয়াস।
শেফ যখন আমাকে আর সাফায়াতকে ডাকলো, তো দেন যখন টসটা আমার ভাগ্যে আসলো, তো সবার ডিসিশন নিয়েই আমি আসলে ডিসিশনটা নিয়েছি।
টসটা অসিদ্ধা জিতে নেন, আজকে রান্না করতে হবে। তখন চিন্তা করলাম যাক অন্তত একটা হেসেল বেঁচে গেল, আজকে রান্না করে যাব, টেনশন ফ্রি, কালকে আরামসে বসে বসে মজা দেখবো।
আপনারা যার যার কুকিং স্টেশনে চলে যাবেন এবং আপনারা এখানে এসে প্লিজ দাঁড়িয়ে যাবেন।
আমরা লবণ দল পেলাম, চিনি দল পেলাম, আজকে রান্না করছে চিনি দল, কিন্তু রান্নাটা করবেটা কি
আমরা নিজেরাও জানি না আজকে কি হবে। কিন্তু যিনি আসলে জানেন কি হবে, আমরা তার কাছ থেকে জেনে আসি আমরা চোখ রাখি একটু স্ক্রিনে। হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, আমি বিদ্যা সিনহা মিম, সেরা রাঁধুনির সিজন 8-এ এখন যে টপ 14 আছেন আপনাদের সবাইকে আমার পক্ষ থেকে অনেক অনেক শুভেচ্ছা। আমি জানি আপনারা অনেক লম্বা একটা জার্নি করে আজকে টপ 14-এ আছেন এবং আমি আপনাদের ফুল প্রোগ্রামটাই দেখেছি, খুব এক্সাইটেড ছিলাম যে কবে আসলে আমি আপনাদের হাতের রান্না টেস্ট করতে পারবো। তো সেরা রাঁধুনি থেকে আমাকে বলা হয়েছে আপনাদের উদ্দেশ্যে একটা চ্যালেঞ্জ দিতে, আর সেটা হচ্ছে যে আমার অপছন্দের কোনো একটা খাবার যেটা আমি খাই না একদমই, এরকম কোনো একটা খাবার মানে আপনারা রান্না করবেন এবং সেটা আমি দেখবো যে আমি এটা খেতে পারি কিনা অথবা আপনারা আমাকে খাওয়াতে পারেন কিনা। আর সেটা হচ্ছে মূলা। মানে মূলা দিয়ে কোনো রান্না আমি আসলে খাই না, সেটা দেশে অথবা দেশের বাইরে যেখানে আমি ঘুরতে যাই না কেন আমাকে কেউ খাওয়াতে পারে না। আর আজকের চ্যালেঞ্জ এটাই যে মূলা দিয়ে আপনারা রান্না করবেন এবং আমি দেখতে চাই এই অপছন্দের খাবারটাই আমাকে আপনারা খাওয়াতে পারেন কিনা। সো
ডিয়ার পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আমাদের আজকের এপিসোডের তোমাদের টাস্ক হলো পারলে খাওয়াও।
যখন দেখলাম মূলা তখন খুব একটা শক্ট হয়নি, বিকজ মূলা তো খাওয়াই হয় সচরাচর, কিন্তু একটা টেনশন মাথায় কাজ করছিল যে এখানে নর্মাল রেসিপির কোনো দাম নেই, সো আমাকে বেটার কিছু আইডিয়া বের করতে হবে।
মূলা আমার জামাই এটা পছন্দ করে না, যিনি আজকে আসছে উনিও পছন্দ করে না, কিন্তু আজকে এটা আমার ওনাকে খাওয়াতে হবে অ্যান্ড আই হ্যাভ টু মেক শিওর যেন সে এটা পছন্দ করে।
Wow. Một chú bé Galo đấy. Galo Nami. Khó thế. Sao khó thế nhở? Ulti. Nice. Mày, một x. Một x. Mày. Z. Ok, nhọt. Sụt được cả ba luôn, sợ thật đấy. Vẫn chưa có tiên phong, vẫn chưa cái kẹt tiên phong tanh. Đi xuống dưới. Con lần nào con xích cũng bị stun vậy. Là con xích cũng bị con Zilin ném cái quả ấy vào mồm vậy. Gì anh thường mơ. Khe cười, mỉm cười. Bẹp mày nhót. Một Z nhót hết. Bán con này. Cho con này vào giữa. Đó, đơn giản, easy peasy broccoli. Đốt này. Cái này đi. Cái này đi. Niga. Bém. Đi tiếp chưa? Đi tiếp thôi chứ còn gì nữa. Bùm.
บุ๋มเป็ดเป็ดบุ๋มบุ๋มเป็ดเป็ดฮะมูสnhanh lao 8 con bot đâu bot đây ui chết luôn ạ mày mày nào bẹp cái thằng ngoài ngoài nó cứ bắn mình ui mày chết ui cái đồ chun quá ta cứ tạm tạm này đi ha chỉ lông cực tối chẳng nhìn cái gì cái gì vậy holy shit bri police coming bro police coming where are you running what bị mất luôn rồi take money from Choi và mình một chém lát, chém này đi, chém cái tôi đùng này đi. Một chút chém chút biết tôi đùng này đi. Lô à. Ít xì đau quá, ít xì đau quá.